Libra. I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this bonus tarot reading where we're going to look at the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction in Taurus. This occurs on April 20th, 2024, and this is a once in a 14-year occurrence. So literally since 2010, this has not happened. So this is a great time for you to look at the areas of your life that you are looking for money news or career news. This could be something that affects you in a physical way in your life, dealing with nature, or possibly, on a bigger world scale, our food supplies and health, and how we are looking at processing food in the future. This is a really big event, and usually it is looked at as a very benefic event. So this could bring huge news that is beneficial to you and your family. It could be you and your career, in your business. So let's take a look at what those astrological energies are for you, Libra. We did just come out of you and Aries eclipse season, so we're still working with that energy. Do take a look at the description box below. I have linked to those April career and April general tarot readings. Take a look at those as well, because those energies can also play out here at the April 20th conjunction, okay? All right, Libra, I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing and liking. Let's get right into it. So you start off with the Page of Swords, as well as the Lover's card. So Gemini energy there, major arcana. Then you have the King of Wands, as well as the King of Pentacles. Like to see that. Two kings there, really huge, important people making money decisions there, Libra. Then you have the Death card, Scorpionic energy. Do know there is a Scorpio full moon in April. You'll have to check the description on those April readings. It's probably around the 23rd or so of the month. That could bring big news for you as well. And you have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so mixed bag of energy here. Let's go ahead and pull a card that's going to represent the energy that you are working with here in the month of April, but also especially at this conjunction. So Spirit, if you could send Libra a card representing the energy that they are working with at this great conjunction here. Okay, Libra, you have the Hanging Man in the reverse. So when the Hanged Man is in the reverse, this is actually an enlightened pose. When it is in its upright position, for example, when it's usually like this, the hangman is having decisions to make, maybe being confused or needing to come out of some type of situation that they have to make a huge decision on their life. When it is in the reverse, though, there is this sense of you being enlightened, you feeling better about an outlook, not feeling so conflicted between two different ideals. So I do think, Libra, this is really important for you all, because at this time of coming out of your eclipse season, you could be enlightened in terms of some type of opportunity could present itself at this conjunction that you were like conflicted before, but now you see so clearly. So I think this is really important, that you may be looking at life a lot differently now than you did even just 2 or 3 months ago. So that's exciting to see, Libra, because it means you are ascending or rising up in your mental state, being able to tap into new energy. So that's a really positive sign. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. And these are like archetype cards. So this is going to represent some added information and messages that your spirit guides want you to know. Okay. Oh my goodness. And you got the sustainer. I am saying, oh my goodness, because I just did Capricorns and they also got the sustainer. And you saw me shuffle those cards. So what I was saying to Capricorn is that the sustainer is that energy of, you can see these hands that are kind of like molding clay. And there is this feeling of you always playing small, you kind of trying to fit in a mold. You're not trying to go up higher, you're not going slower, you're just trying to sustain. And Spirit wants to remind you that while this could have been a comfortable place for you to be in the past, it's now time to step up and not just sustain, but to ascend into a higher place. And I do think that this is really important, Libra, especially for any of you all who have had relationship challenges, any of you all who have possibly belittled yourself in a workplace, you have made yourself feel smaller and sustained just that existence in order to get by. But now it's time to go higher. And at this conjunction between Uranus and Jupiter, you may have some signs or see some new energy move in that helps you think bigger and also think differently with that hangman in reverse, right? So really exciting to see that. So as I'm looking at your cards overall, Libra, I think it's interesting that you have these kings here that are rooted in big news coming in, big money news coming in, relationship possibly having some type of boost here. I think it's also interesting that down here with the Scorpio death card and the Two of Swords, it feels like you're no longer concerned about making decisions. It feels like you feel more comfortable after you move through this energy, and some type of benefic news could find you during this time. Someone could bring some important information to you, and it could actually come through your partner. I'm feeling like any of you all that have a significant other, a spouse, but this also could be a business partner, a friend. There's some type of communications that come through during this period, maybe from April 15th through the 27th. Remember, the conjunction occurs on the 20th, but you could feel it a week either end, before or after. And it feels like that Page of Swords and the Lover's card, there are some kind of important conversations being had. Remember, Gemini is the ruler of the Lover's card. And so there is this feeling that many of you all, I'm also hearing when the sun moves into Gemini. So remember, once we have the sun get out of Taurus, which is occurring like April 19th or 20th, the sun moves into Taurus. 28 days later on in May is when we move into Gemini. I do think that some of you are going to have some important people come into your life during that time through your significant other or through your friend, colleague, whatever. But I think that it's going to impact you at this in May, but I think you're going to start getting inklings of these conversations here at this conjunction. There's some really important people making huge decisions around you, Libra. You could be one of these kings, or there are money conversations being had, investment opportunities being talked about. And I do think that your energy feels like all about conversations. So if you can get into the room around the people who are making the decisions, the power players at your company, or the power players that hold all the purse strings, this to me is that conversation that you are involved in, you are privy to have. And I do think that this Uranus Jupiter conjunction, it almost feels like someone was out of the office at the right time in order for you to step in and hear, conversations about what's going on with the company in the future, or your spouse told you of this great lead that they heard at work, and now you're getting ready to go get into the stock market or something. There's some kind of huge conversation around those who have the influence and the knowledge at this time. So really pay attention to those conversations. Now, I do also think with both of these in reverse, around that Scorpio full moon, which occurs about a week later on, it's actually just a few days later, April 23rd is that Scorpio full moon. Pay attention to decision decision-making ideas that could come. It feels like you don't have to worry about them, but you still need to pay attention to them, okay? Something at that Scorpio full moon unveils this huge information that you had gotten inklings about a few days prior at this conjunction. These could be really huge for your future. You are looking at your money making in a whole different way. And I think that you and your spouse or your significant other, you all are making big strides this month. So it's exciting to see, Libra. This is all about relationships, and it's all about the conversations that you're having. So pay attention to who you bump into, because I do think that you're going to be at the right place at the right time during this conjunction. So I'm glad to hear that. All right, Libra, I hope this was helpful for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would. Talk to you later.